Hi guys, welcome back to This African Perspective. Thank you for stopping by. To me, I just feel like we've been in a recession. We are in a recession. 2008 situation, many situations that people have dealt with, it was recorded that there was a recession. That is the similar situation we are in. A lot of us do actually feel like we are in a recession. And that's what we are seeing, like when we share our daily experiences and what is happening around us in life right now, we just feel it's a recession. But you guys, let's check out these videos and see what people have to say about this. But before we get right into this video, a big shout out to African Legends for sending me $4 super thanks. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you so much. So please make sure you click the like button. It really helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into it.
Do you think the U.S. economy right now is in a recession?
No, I don't. The unemployment rate is at an all-time low in 50 years. I know that the cost of living is high. It's high everywhere. It's expensive to live, but it's not as expensive as it was for my parents when they had a house at 20% for a mortgage. Like, that's what it was.
Look, I'm gonna just stank and y'all gotta deal with it. Cause I walked in Target and they said deodorant is $9. So I'm a stank.
The economy does not look great right now. Things are slowing down. You're seeing layoffs in many sectors of the economy. People are slowing down. The probabilities say if we're not in a recession right now, we're likely to be in one very soon. So my advice to people, whether they're small business owners or, is take some risk off the table. If you were going to make a purchase, maybe slow down that purchase a little bit. Keep some dry powder on hand and wait a bit and see how. Try to reduce some risk in your business or your life.
33% of all Americans are holding a second job right now to pay their bills. And that is the highest level since World War II ended. The U.S. is in a recession, firmly 2 years of recession, but we don't feel it because we're told that's not happening. When I was growing up, recession was 2 quarters of a shrinking GDP. Now they added jobs to that, to balance it out. But if you added credit card debt, the highest amount of credit card debt in the history of plastic, at the highest rates in the history of interest rates. Why, if we're doing so well, is the average American family banging a plastic card? We have used car dealers around the country. Their inventories are exploding. This is a real indicator of like, okay, we got problems now. Rents are flat or decreasing. Mortgage applications are at the lowest level of 15 years. Every day people are being screwed right now.
Since everything's expensive now, I've made an executive life decision. I'm gonna start stealing again.
I live in Australia and I am consistently seeing in the media stories about the record-breaking theft that is happening at grocery stores, and then seeing all of the technology that these grocery store chains are rolling out to catch people doing it. And then I'm seeing separate articles about the record-breaking profits that these grocery store chains are celebrating. And not once, and correct me if I'm wrong, send it my way to like give me some fucking hope for journalism these days. But not once have I seen a story, I don't know, pair these two together and maybe ask the question, why are people resulting to thievery, to potentially altering the course of their lives just so that they can, I don't know, eat, feed the fam? People are, risking their lives by stealing, or risking their lives by not eating enough because they can't afford to eat, or they're getting sick from foraging. We live in a nightmare!
I made 10 DoorDashes in the last 2 hours. And guess how much I made? Guess. After gas, I made a whopping $24.76. Not even a full $25. Like, I can't even get my own food DoorDashed for $25. Okay? When I moved to Cali from Texas last year, I really thought that I was going to be living my California dream. I got my full-time job. I got health insurance, benefits, all of that stuff, all of the things that I thought that I needed to live a comfortable life. And it just feels like I can never make ends meet. Like, I'm literally clocking into my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. Hold on, girl. I got to order. And I'm just so frustrated because I feel like I've done everything right. Like, I went to school, I got my degree, I got a job, but like with rent and bills and student loans and groceries and gas, like it just feels like I just cannot get ahead. And it's like these billionaires who have never had to lug 5 Big Mac meals with drinks up 3 flights of stairs. It feels like they are making money hand over fist. Something has got to give, and I feel like it needs to be them, because I am tired. All right, the billionaires need to start opening their pocketbooks, because I can't afford to keep on opening mine.
What she's saying is fact, because a lot of these companies, when you're making order from DoorDash, be it Uber Eats or all these places, you'll notice you're spending a lot more than, like, you're paying so much into it. You're paying so much for the food to be delivered to you. You're paying a lot for you to actually get paid tips and the rest. But at the end of the day, the people who are working these jobs are not getting anything close to that. I'm not saying, of course, like, you're paying for the food and stuff, but they are really not, they're paid so little. And this applies to so many companies. This applies to so many jobs now. We know that due to the recession, because I clearly see that this is a recession, there's like no jobs out there. And then the few jobs that are available, you cannot be able to actually pay for stuff, the necessary stuff you need in your life with them, because you're paid little crumbs at the end of the day. The same time, the company is there making a lot of profits and saying, oh my God, like, we're doing so good. Even the crumbs that people get, crumbs have been reduced. The crumbs have really become more little than they were before.
You know, the economy is bad when you see A-list celebrities working again. Tell me why I've seen Ryan Reynolds on my feed more than I've ever seen in my life, and Beyonce's hustling like no other. I haven't seen the woman in years, and now she's all over my feed. I've seen more Paris Hilton commercials in this 1 year than I have in the last decade. Almost every celebrity that you know is coming out with a documentary. Of all people, Justin Timberlake is doing a comeback tour. Those A-list, B-list celebrities are working this hard. What are we doing as civilians? Like, what are we doing as peasants to survive if they are working this much? Showing up to the red carpet doesn't cut it anymore. They literally have to do so many other side hustles, and it just, like, makes me wonder if we're gonna be okay. Because capitalism is so greedy, we're truly all so burnt out, but we all have to work so much harder. Like, back in the day, you did not have to do pay by phone. Like, I hate this pay by phone thing. Having the free street parking, like, those were the days that made my life happier, when we had free parking. And now everything that you want to do, whether it's free or not, you gotta pay for it. Living in today's economy is just not a vibe. Like, I'm tired. I just want to lay down, but I can't. Otherwise, I'm gonna be for the streets. Bye.
If you're wondering why the economy just hasn't collapsed yet, it's because these things take time, and they always take longer than you think they're going to take. Let's go back to the 2008 financial crisis, the Great Recession, the recession of all recessions. And we'll see that if you would have looked below the surface in 2005, 3 years before shit really started to hit the fan, you would have seen that there were major problems in the global economy and that it was going to face a reckoning it was not prepared for. But nobody was willing to look under the hood, right? Except for a few savvy investors that were looking to make some big bets that did not trust what they saw in front of their eyes. It took 3 years, though, after they made those bets. If you've watched The Big Short, you know this to be the case. Michael Burry took out his bets in 2005. He paid insurance premiums for 2.5, 3 years before they started to pay out. 2.5, 3 years just paying the insurance company because he was so confident that the economy was going to collapse. It takes time. And if you want another example that isn't financially related, let's go back to 1 Kings and 2 Kings, 2 books in the Bible. If you look at how Israelite society collapsed in the era of the kings leading up to the Babylonian captivity, you'll see that it took centuries of debauchery. The Israelites were able to get away with centuries of bad behavior, sinning before God, worshiping all of these pagan idols, and just being jackasses with their money before things actually hit the fan, before they were finally taken off into captivity and they no longer had a nation state. It took 300-400 years. I believe it was in the 10th century when Solomon was king, and then it was in the 6th century when they became captives of the Assyrian Empire under the Babylonians. It takes time. So if you're wondering when it's going to happen, trust me, it's coming. Just be patient, get your money together, and wait it out, because the recession isn't canceled. It's going to be here, but it's going to do what it's going to do. You can't force it. I can't force it. You just got to stay ready.
There is nothing more that I love in this world than being right. Last October, I posted a video about why I decided to not go through with purchasing the home that I was going to buy on a fucking, I think it was like a 6.5% interest rate, even though mortgage lenders and realtors were telling me to buy because I could always refinance later. I did not go through with it because I did not want to be house poor, which is exactly what would have fucking happened had I went through with that. It is now about 6 months later, 2024. Where the fuck do y'all see Jerome Powell about to cut interest rates? I'm only 25, recently, fresh 25, recently turned like 2 weeks ago. And even I knew this fucking economy was in the gutter. So for you guys who have been in this industry for over a decade to sit here seeing the signs that y'all saw and to still influence and persuade people to go through with purchasing these homes because you guys wanted to make a quick fucking buck, you're going to hell. It is now Q2 2024 and I've seen fucking maybe 20 TikToks about people either in foreclosure or about to go into foreclosure. And this is why I always say it's so important to live below your means, because in reality, especially if you're middle class, we're all about a layoff away from going into foreclosure or being evicted from our fucking homes. Truly. Especially in this fucking economy. It's taking people damn near about a year to find a new job. And even then when they do, it's not paying what they were getting paid before.
I know the economy is literal shit right now, but why does everything have to just keep getting so expensive and like literally so unaffordable for so many people? It's ridiculous. I get my nails done. Yes, I took some time off. Yes, it is like a luxury that I can afford to get my nails done. But it's getting to the point that it's like a little bit crazy. Like $85 to get French tips. Like I don't get a manicure. I don't get anything crazy. $85. Like what is happening? I know things have to like go up in price, you know, with whatever. But like inflation, are you kidding me? It should not be this bad. Even with like apartments. Everybody wants to increase apartments and the rent. You're kidding. Nobody can afford it. My salary does not increase just because you want to increase rent.
Bro, can we talk about how in today's economy, if you're not out trying to be a content creator, an entrepreneur, or like an influencer of any type, financially you're cooked. Everything is way too expensive. Now, I'm not stupid. I know there are high-paying jobs out there. I'm talking about the careers you can get that don't require 35 years of med school or taking hundreds of exams that the only people that can pass are like people that are like Sheldon Cooper. The way the economy is moving now, most career jobs that require a bachelor's or master's degree, you know, the ones that got you in like $100,000, $200,000 in debt, those careers are going to have you living comfortably broke, if even that. Now, like I said, doctors, lawyers, all of them, y'all are going to be eating with gold spoons, which you all should, because personally, I'm not smart enough for all that. But that just re-emphasizes my point. Unless you're in sales, real estate, content creation, you start your own business, something entrepreneurial, OnlyFans, doesn't matter. There is a high chance that we're all going to college, getting in massive amounts of debt just to hopefully be comfortably broke. Moral of the story, y'all need to get remote jobs and move out of the country so that maybe you've got a chance to live in the American dream.
Thing that I've noticed is most times a lot of people in most countries, more like a pattern, anytime like there's an economic situation when there's like, you know, this high inflation, bad market control, literally no market control at all, and people are just going crazy with prices and everything, you go with like experiencing recession. They would never be honest entirely and tell you, when you go and check the statistics, it's always kind of, you know, always a lie, and just, you know, there's a way that it's just actually made to become so little than what we are actually experiencing. And I don't know if the reason why that is done is because when you're told that, oh, you know, this is a bad situation, or they just tell you things for what they are, does it really like scare people to the extent where they don't want the actions that might come from people when they're told that? Will lying actually make, you know, people feel more better, like even though they're experiencing what they're experiencing? Because I feel like we're all in this experience every day. We're dealing with it daily, every day as we go out. We're feeling it. It's not like we're not feeling it. So I don't know if we being told we're not experiencing that, I don't know if it's supposed to make us feel better. Like, does it really help? I don't know if it's even effective. Does it make people feel more relaxed? I feel like, oh yeah, we're good, we're not really dealing with nothing like that. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. I appreciate you so much. Get to click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and also hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.